Online students. Yes, online students. Am I audible? Am I visible? Is everything okay? Okay, everyone please tell me. What is 33 multiplied by 4? 33 multiplied with 4. Everyone in online should respond. What is 33 multiplied with 4? 33 4 is what, guys? Who is this 134 fellow? Everyone should respond. 33 4. Each and every student online should respond. Good, good. Majority people are giving answer and correct answer. But 1, 2 people are not responding. I heard, I found nearly 400 plus students are there. 231, 136. Okay, those are giving 231, 136, 122. Super. Okay, in front of your house there will be one drainage boss. Please jump into that. You are just burden to earth. 33 4 I asked. I repeat the question. 33 4 how much? Okay, that's good. The correct answer is 132. And everyone please come back to the subject. Right. Till yesterday, I was talking about what is framework, what is Java framework, and how many types of Java frameworks are there based on the kind of applications we develop, based on the mode of programming we do, right? Why strength is less today, both online and offline? Saturday, na? Great. You have any right to celebrate weekend? And for you, every day is same day, na? Monday you are learning, Tuesday you are learning, Wednesday you are learning. Saturday, Sunday also you should learn. Then only you will become working employee. When you are not working employee, you don't have any right to take weekend. Weekend for those working professional who work 11 hours, 12 hours in a day. That's why for government employees, weekend will not be there. Did you notice that? Because they don't work much. And if they work also regular 9 to 5, by 11 o'clock they will reach office. Compulsory 1:30 to 2:30 they take lunch. At home they take lunch for 10 minutes, but in office wanted 1 hour. Esa no na. And by 4 o'clock they will pack up and go. For them, even Saturday is not holiday because they don't work. Software guys, if needed, they need to stretch their work hours. 11 hours, 12 hours, if needed, 13, 14 hours also. That's why we have got Saturday, Sunday, both days as weekend. Are you doing that much hard work? Then stop thinking about Saturday, Sunday until you become software engineer and working professional. Again, I am telling, please come out of Saturday sadness, Monday's madness towards attending classes. Don't worry, in future, you never find difference between Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because I'm going to call you for Sunday classes also. Then every day is what? Learning day. Then you never find difference between Saturday, Monday, Sunday. The day my health is not good, the day I got consultant in work in other office, I got my company related work, those days only holidays. Even festivals also we don't celebrate sometimes. Because whole day there is no need of celebrating festival, right? 1.5 hours you give to me, remaining hours you celebrate festival. So this is how I work, guys, right? So that day I have work, you have holiday. Holiday means class is not there. Assignments, that process will be there. The day I am busy, you don't have work. The day I am not busy, class will be there. Is that clear? Super, guys. Offline people also attending online today, na? That's good. Attend class ra babu, online or offline, that does not matter. Okay. So far our focus is on introduction. What is framework? Types of frameworks. But let's get into some technical aspects, guys. Today, I would like to talk about what is container. Sir, I know container. I studied Servlet. I know what is container. But I said core Java and JDBC is the prerequisite, not the Servlet JSP. If you have fine and good, if you don't have also no problem. More importantly, I want to present what is container in my style. A container is a software program who manages the life cycle of the given resource from birth to death. From birth to death. That means it will know how to create the object, how to manage the object, how to call various methods on that object automatically, which are called life cycle method, and it also know how to destroy the object. If you believe in God, if you believe in God, God is our container. Because we feel God is doing everything, right? When to take birth, where to take birth, when to start schooling, when to end schooling, whom to marry, right? Right. When to join in the job, when to retire, when to die. Everything is decided by whom, guys? God. So can I say God has container for human being? Yeah. Person like me don't believe in God. I'm an atheist. For me, everything is a science, right? So I feel there is a science environment. Because of that, human being life cycle is decided. So here, the science spectrum is acting as a container, managing various activities of human being life cycle or not, guys. Is that clear? You are not active today. What happened? Are you planning to change your gender? Fine. I'll talk to Modi for reservation on that. Okay, guys. Next one. Container is a software program who manages the given resource life cycle, birth to death. Right from object creation to object destruction. When I say resource, it may be a class, it may be a file. Most of the time it is a class. In Java environment, it is a class. Okay, guys. Already we have seen some containers in our life, guys. Servlet container management life cycle. JSP container manages JSP component life cycle. EJB container manages EJB component life cycle. ऐसा no na? Okay, boss. Similarly, in Spring, we have two containers. One, they are called Spring containers. What containers, guys? They are also called as IOC containers. IOC is nothing but inversion of control. What, guys? They are there managing the life cycle of Spring Bean. What, guys? Sir, what is Spring Bean? Any Java class whose object is created and managed by Spring container is called Spring Bean. It can be predefined class, user-defined class, third-party supplied class. It can be an invasive class or non-invasive class. But object should be created and managed by whom? Spring container. Then it is called as what? Spring Bean. Sir, what do you mean by invasive class? That class can implement technology-specific interface, framework-specific interface, may extend, may not extend, may implement, may not implement. But at the end, the object should be created and managed by whom, guys? Spring container. Are you getting my point there? So final conclusion. Servlet container manages Servlet component lifecycle. JSP container manages JSP component lifecycle. EJB container manages. Okay. Spring container manages Spring Bean lifecycle. What is a Spring Bean? It's a Java class whose object is created and managed by Spring container. In simple term, container is like a aquarium. Container is like an aquarium. And the components managed by container are like fishes. Fishes dropped into the aquarium. Tell me, my dears, once I drop the fish into aquarium, water required for the fish, food required for the fish, oxygen required for the fish, and playground required for the fish, friends required for the fish will be taken care by aquarium or not, guys? Yes or no, na boss? You joined in a boarding school, guys. Studies required for you, food required for you, games required for you, friends required for you, teachers required for you will be taken care by whom, guys? Boarding school people, right? So boarding school is a container and students in that boarding school are what? Component or resources. Some extent towards learning Spring Boot and microservices, I am your container, you are my components. Yes or no? Na? I am taking care of your Spring and Spring Boot microservice learning lifecycle or not. Where to start? How to start? Okay. How to carry the subject learning process? How to inject the subject to your brain? How to take the work? How to give the assignment? How to wind up the session? Everything I am taking care now, boss. So I am taking care of the whole life cycle of your learning process. Which learning process? Every learning process or Spring Boot and microservice learning process? As of now, this one. In another course, another one I may take care. Is that clear, guys? Super. Can I add few comments on this? Container is a software program that manages the given life cycle, given life cycle of, given life cycle, 1 minute, given resource or component. What is that generally? Class or file. Given resource life cycle, end to end. End to end. Nothing but birth to death. Nothing but object creation to object creation to object destruction. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Super. Yeah, servlet container manages the servlet component lifecycle. JSP container, right, guys? JSP component lifecycle. Yeah, next one. EJB container manages what, guys? EJB component lifecycle. Here, what is there? Spring containers. Spring containers manages the Spring Beans life cycle. What, guys? Spring Beans life cycle. Okay, guys. The web server softwares like Tomcat gives what, guys? Two built-in containers. What they are, guys? What they are? Number one, servlet container. Number two, JSP container. Do I need to arrange this one separately, guys? Okay. Spring Boot framework. Spring Boot framework gives two built-in Spring containers. Also called as, tell me, also called as what, guys? IOC, inversion of controller. Inversion of controller. IOC containers, guys. Use two built-in Spring container, also called as IOC containers. Am I clear on that? When I say IOC, what is that, guys? Inversion of control. Inversion of control. Tell me what are those containers, guys? Bean factory IOC container. Basic, guys. Basic container. Next one. Application context. IOC container. What is that? Advanced. But remember one thing, guys. Application context IOC container is equal to Bean factory. What is that? Bean factory IOC container plus plus. It's going to be extension of what, guys? Bean factory container. I hope you are convinced with me, guys. Are you with me? Sir, I have a question. Why Spring container is also called as IOC container? What is the meaning of inversion of control? Inversion of control, reverse to regular process, right? Come on, boss. Reverse to regular process is called inversion. Inversion means reverse. Okay, I will put in a proper way. I need a loan from the bank. I should go to the bank. I should apply it. I should have 4-5 round trip with manager. Manager expect 1-2% commission. We say yes, yes, yes. Okay, then loan will come to our account. This is the traditional process, right? Okay. You are a working software engineer. Per month, 2 lakh rupees official amount is coming to your account. 2 lakh rupees official amount is coming to, white amount is depositing to your account every month. Tell me, boss, when you open the mobile app, you will get one message. You have a pre-approved personal loan of 20 lakhs. You have a pre-approved home loan of 80 lakhs. You have a pre-approved marriage loan of 5 lakhs. And nowadays, they are giving loan for everything else. Even for foreign trips also, they are giving loan. Yes or no, na? Tell me, pre-approved loans are reverse of regular process or not? Did I apply for loan? It's a reverse of regular process. Say something, my dear. Okay, now listen carefully. Core Java application. I want object for X class. Who has to create? Tell me, boss. I myself. X is equal to new X of. I want to execute A method on X class object. X dot A. I want to see garbage collector destroying the object. When I say X is equal to null, garbage collector try to destroy all the objects that are not having no references. When I say X is equal to null, I'm detaching object from reference variable. That means that object is not referenced by any reference variable. When no references are there on object, it is eligible for garbage collection. If not immediately, after some time, okay, definitely it will be garbage collected because JVM uses what algorithm, boss? Sweep, mark and sweep algorithm. What algorithm? First mark the object for which references are not there. Then sweep them. Sweep them means what? Clean them. Clean them means what? Destroy them. Is that clear? In core Java, who is loading class? Myself. Who is creating object? Myself. Who is calling method? Myself. Who is keeping object ready for destruction? Myself. I'm not destroying, but I'm keeping object ready for destruction, right? Again, I'm warning you are not active today. Both boys and girls, your voice is very dull today. If you are not serious, get out. But if you are in the classroom, you should respond. Basic core Java questions I am asking. If you are not opening mouth, what you will do in the interview room? You look at their faces. Okay, guys, come back, everyone. So in core Java, loading class, object creation. Sir, I am not loading class now. I am not using anywhere class dot for name. When you use new operator, first loads the class, then object creation. You know that basic common sense statement, right? So I am creating object using new operator means indirectly I am asking to load the class by JVM. So I am only asking JVM to load the class. I am only asking to create the object. I am only calling the method. I am only keeping the reference null so that garbage collector destroys the object. This is the fact now. Super. You look at IOC container which is there in Spring. Who take care of life cycle of the Spring Bean? Spring container. What do you mean by that? Right from object creation to object destruction, everything is done by whom? Spring container. So don't you think it's a reverse of regular core Java process? Who is loading class in IOC container? Spring container. Who is loading Spring Bean class? Who is creating object? Who is managing object? Who is calling certain lifecycle method automatically? Who is destroying object? Don't you think it's a reverse of regular process? Don't you think it's a reverse of regular process? In posh English, reverse is called what? Inversion. Control is reversed. That's why inversion of control. Arey Babu, Servlet container is also IOC container. But at that time, they have not given that name. For Spring container, they have given name. Servlet container also loading the class, creating the object, managing the object, calling the lifecycle method, and it has got its own garbage collector to destroy the object. But then why are you not calling Servlet container as IOC container? Servlet container developers are not intelligent. They have just enough. They are just happy with one name, right, boss? But Spring people are a bit intelligent. That's why they have given two names for their container. One is Spring container, other one is what? IOC container. And you don't believe, my dear. You don't believe, my dear. No one calls Spring containers as Spring container. The official wording in the industry is what? IOC container. Yesterday I said na core module, core module. Very less people recognizes that module name as what? Core module. Most of them will call them as what? IOC module. Because core module is supplying both these containers. Who is supplying both these containers? Spring core module is supplying both the containers. Is that clear, guys? Yeah, both are IOC containers, Paul. One is basic level of IOC container, other one is what? Advanced. What do you mean by advanced? Extra facilities. What do you mean by extra facilities? Apart from lifecycle management, application context container is having ability of event handling, internationalization, ability to work with properties file, many other features are there. Eager instantiation, many extra features are there. That's why it is called as what? Advanced IOC container. So it is created on the top of Bean Factory container. So if it is, if Bean Factory container is a small circle, it is Bean Factory container, guys. This is going to be what? Okay, this is going to be Bean Factory IOC container. Sound not coming. Am I audible, guys? Online students. Yes. Those are saying not coming, your problem. Don't generalize your problem, boss. My people changed connector. Today, no question of lose connectivity. Application context container, right, boss? IOC container. Yeah, let me give few more comments here. Spring Bean is a Java class whose class and object will be created and managed by whom, guys? Spring containers, nothing but IOC containers. Spring containers, nothing but IOC container. A Spring Bean class, a Spring Bean class can be a, what is this? Predefined class or user defined class or third party supplied class. Third party supplied class or tell me, guys, invasive class. What, guys? Invasive class means are you connected? Dependency with technology. Class implementing technology API interfaces or framework API interfaces or technology API classes or framework API classes. Invasive, yesterday only I introduced, right? Invasive class, non-invasive class, non-invasive class or etc. But, but its object must be created and managed by whom, guys? IOC container. What container, guys? Yeah, but most of the time, we prefer developing Spring Bean as invasive class or non-invasive class. Are Spring Bean, Spring or Spring Boot is what? Invasive framework or non-invasive framework? So when it is non-invasive framework, why we try to develop Spring Beans as invasive? We always try to develop as what? Non-invasive. Okay, anyhow, some people are keeping a different face when I say invasive class. Okay, what is this? Class having dependency with what, guys? Technology oblique framework API. Agree with me, guys? Non-invasive class, guys. Class not having dependency with technology or what? Framework API. Clear, my dear? Not having dependency with technology or what? Framework API. I think everyone knows API means what, guys? Application Programming Interface. Interface, also called as library. What, guys? Also called as library, which acts as base for the programmers, which acts as base for the programmers to develop applications using programming languages or tell me, technologies or frameworks. Yes, na, boss? Yeah, in Java, how does API comes, guys? In Java, API means tell me, set of packages having classes. What, guys? Interfaces, enums and annotations. Enums and annotations. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Super. Some examples for API, guys. JDBC API, Java.SQL, Java.SQL packages, right? Java.SQL and their subpackage packages and their subpackages, right, boss? Servlet API, right, boss? Java X dot servlet. I think nowadays it is changed to Jakarta, na? Jakarta dot servlet. Jakarta dot servlet dot HTTP packages and their subpackages. Convince it with me, guys. Like this, how many APIs are there or not there? With this, we got clarity on Spring Bean, na boss? Super. Okay, now listen. Containers are like aquariums. Containers are like aquariums. Aquariums. Having capability to manage the life cycle of components like fishes. Life cycle of tell me, guys, fishes like what is that? Like resources are resources are component. When I say resources are component, what are those, guys? Classes oblique files. Classes oblique files, guys. Is that clear, my dear? Understanding my statement? Sir, I have a question. I heard from my core Java faculty, without JVM, no Java statement will execute. But now you are saying a different statement. Servlet container execute servlet component. JSP container execute JSP component. Spring container execute Spring Bean component, right? I'm not convinced. Core Java faculty says Java code is executing means JVM should be there. And you are saying that Spring Bean is a Java class and Spring container is executing them. Yes, definitely, boss. Both are right statement, I will tell. On the top of JVM, our Spring container execute and Spring container executes our Spring Bean. Array, don't forget, container is also software program was. To write that software program, they might have used one or other language. And if it is there in Java, even that code also should execute on what? JVM. Only the thing is, core Java level, your code is directly executed by JVM. In advanced Java frameworks level, your code is not executed directly by JVM. Okay, on the top of JVM, containers and servers execute. Inside the servers, your code executes. Yeah, that is what happening now, boss. You install Tomcat, which is running on the top of JVM. Come on. Inside the Tomcat, servlet container, JSP container is there. Inside servlet container, you will keep what? Servlet component. You are in the psychological feeling, servlet container is executing what? Servlet component. But who is executing servlet container? JVM. So indirectly, your servlet component also executed by whom? JVM. A is equal to B, B is equal to C. Definitely A is equal to C or not. JVM is executing Spring container. Spring container is executing Spring Bean. So indirectly, JVM is also there in the execution of Spring Bean or not? Yes or no? Na? Super, guys. Very simple. Core Java level, your code is directly given to JRE JVM. Advanced Java level, containers are already there running on JRE JVM. And our code will be given to containers. Yeah, that's why in core Java level, no lifecycle management because containers are not there. Advanced Java framework level, lifecycle management is there because containers are there in the picture. When you learn on your own, when you are studying at home, not in boarding school, no lifecycle management, everything you should take care, right? When you are studying in boarding school, when you are learning course with a faculty or in an institute, definitely there will be course life cycle management and studies life cycle management. ऐसा no ना? So, JREG. This is a container in Java. Container in Java. These are components now, boss. Component 1, component 2, component 3, component 4, component 4. So these are various components we got or not, guys? Tell me, what is that? Component 1. What is this, guys? Component. What is this, guys? Component. Yeah. JRER JVM runs the okay Java based containers. Runs the Java based containers. Tell me, guys. Java based containers. What, guys? Executes the, come on, guys. Java based containers execute the components. Components are resources. Nothing but classes are files. Mainly classes only, guys. Come on. Class are files by taking care of their life cycle. Come on, guys. By taking care of their life cycle. I hope you understood, guys. Yeah, these are like what? Aquarium. This is like an aquarium. Come on, guys. This is like an aquarium. These are like a fish one, fish two kind of thing. Fish one, fish two. I'm not writing everywhere. You adjust. So final conclusion is what? For Java level, we don't have life cycle management because containers are not there. Super, guys. Tell me here, core Java application. What application, guys? Core Java. Yeah, look at this. Who loads the class, guys? Programmer loads the class. Stop writing the notes, focus on subject. Programmer loads the class directly or indirect. Why indirectly? Because we never seriously load now, boss. Sometimes we use class.forName to load the class. Sometimes we don't do that. But still class will be loaded while creating object. New operator created object means before that JVM loads the class, na? JVM only creates the object by seeing new operator. Without loading class only, it will create object. Huh? You'll attend offline class without coming to this building. Huh? Today I attended offline class. Which statement you have given? Do you need to say separately? I have attended class in this building. Do you need to give statement separately? I have attended class by coming to this building. There's an implied meaning, na? New operator created object means new operator is making JVM to load the class or not, guys? Is that right? Some there will be some implied meanings, boss. Implied meaning, right? Okay, guys. Programmer Programmer creates the object for Java class. Java class using new operator. Using new operator. Okay, guys. Yeah, tell me, guys. Programmer manages the object. Programmer responsibility. Tell me. Programmer calls methods on the object, right? Programmer calls methods on the object. Programmer dereferences the object. What, guys? Dereferences the object to make it eligible for GC. What is GC? GC. Garbage collection. Garbage collection. Everyone got it, guys? Okay, boss. Tell me, guys. Spring or Spring Boot application, guys. Spring or Spring Boot application. Tell me here, what is there, guys? Programmer creates IOC content. Hey, programmer only should arrange. And luckily, these are lightweight containers. Luckily, IOC containers are what, guys? Lightweight. You take one predefined class, create object, IOC container is ready. So no, there is no me. For that one, we have to use new operator because container creation is your responsibility. So that's why this work is your responsibility. Are you getting my point? Programmer creates IOC container, giving inputs either using XML file or using annotations. Are you getting my point there or not, guys? Programmer creates IOC container, giving inputs either XML, old days. And nowadays, everyone is using inputs using what? Now you may ask me, old style, old and outdated, guys. XML style is old and outdated. And this is best. Yeah, can you tell why XML is outdated to give the inputs? If I want to give inputs using XML file I should create separately. XML is a different language to learn. XML is a different syntax to practice. And moreover, about the Java code, you are writing entries in XML. Readability problem now, boss. I am telling to Java class, hey class, you are not a normal class. You should be treated as a Spring Bean where in XML. When we open Java class, we cannot feel whether it is a normal class or Spring Bean. In our application, not compulsory every class we should make as a Spring Bean. For few classes, I want to create still object manually, right? Only for few classes, I want to see managed by IOC container. So when you open the class, everything looks like a normal. But in XML, I am telling this class is not a normal class, make it Spring Bean. Readability is missing now, boss. So for example, you are participating in Olympics, guys, on behalf of India. On your jersey, Indian flag is not there. But in the register, they have written number 10, India. What's the use? The audience who is sitting in the stadium, they see this is jersey, not the number, right? Hardcore fans, they remember number, they do all R&D kind of thing. But the feel is going now, boss. Suppose in the jersey itself, Indian flag is there. Indians will watch Indian runner. Australians will watch Australian runner. Okay. Nepalis will watch all runners because they don't participate. They don't get any participation. Nepal is such a country, they don't participate in any events, boss. Why? The people who need to participate, they don't be there in the Nepal. They scatter all over the world because they go to a lot of countries for once. Nepal is such a country, all people goes to Nepal for tourism and these people will go outside Nepal for employment. Very interesting country, boss. I visited that country. Country is poor, people are rich. Country is poor, people are rich. Because all people will be there outside the country, they will be sending money. So individually, they are very rich people. Come on, guys. But no one pays taxes because everyone is outside, na? So that's why country is poor, guys. No basic amenities, but people are very rich and stylish also. When I was there in Nepal airport, bathroom smell is coming to passenger lobby, but sweeper is modern. Sweeper or the person who cleans the bathroom is very modern. For a minute, I did not digest. She is a sweeper. Very stylish. So then I realized, oh, people are rich, country is poor. Aisa no na? Super. Right, let it be boss. Old or outdated. So when it comes to annotations, what's the advantage, guys? Where Java code is there, there only we add the annotation. Because annotations also Java statement. On the top of class, I will write at the rate component. Okay. Component is there on the top of the class. Class is also there. It's easy, na? It is not a normal class. It's a Spring Bean. Yeah, at the rate component annotation is there to make normal class as a Spring. Like these different annotations are there. On the top of the class, I written at the rate bean. Every annotation starts with at the rate symbol, boss. Yeah. See, guys, I know you studied all these things in Core Java, Advanced Java, but I also prepared some videos long back on fundamentals of Core Java and what on the concepts what I need in programming. Okay, like Java Bean, some videos are there. Next, annotation fundamentals, some videos are there. So every weekend I will share them. Once in a while I will share them. Don't forget to watch. Though you know the topic already, don't forget to watch because I have done my style of presentation and I want to I want to see you people seeing my presentation also once. What is their annotation starts with at the right symbol na? I already know. Let's not study. Don't skip like that. I started with a term called what is metadata. How metadata is related to annotation? You watch my video, then you will understand it. I will share at the end of the class. This weekend task is completing backup videos plus watching the annotation fundamental videos. Clear, boss? Super. Come back. Yeah, that's why annotation based instructions are good or XML based instructions are good. Or at least the Spring allows XML, right? In Spring Boot, XML is totally recommended to eliminate. And if you look at the basic definition of Spring Boot is equal to Spring minus XML. Spring Boot is equal to Spring minus XML plus extra things are there. Plus I will talk later, but minus XML you have to remember. Got it, guys? Got it? Tell me. IOC container loads. Spring Bean class. Sir, how does it know which class it has to take as Spring Bean? In XML or annotation, I am telling now, boss. So am I going to load or IOC container is going to? Okay, next one. IOC container creates the object. Creates the object for Spring Bean class. Right, guys? Next one. IOC container manages the object, guys. IOC container, come on, calls the life cycle methods automat. Calls the life cycle methods automat. Calls the life cycle methods automatically. Cool, guys. Next. IOC container. Come on, guys. Okay. Destroys the object. Destroys the object of Spring Beans. Yeah. Tell me, guys, whole life cycle is managed by programmer here. Programmer has managed the life cycle. Programmer has managed the life cycle of the given class. Life cycle of the given class. Clear, boss? Who managed the life cycle here, guys? IOC container managed the life cycle. IOC container managed the life cycle of Spring Bean. Managed the life cycle of Spring Beans. Is that clear, guys? Convinced, my dear? Yeah. What's the final conclusion I want to tell? Why Spring containers are called IOC container? This is very popular interview question. In Core Java application, the whole life cycle of given class will be managed by programmer explicitly. Come on. So that is what control on the whole life cycle is there with programmer. When it comes to Spring application, the whole life cycle of Spring Bean is managed by whom? IOC container. That means control is hand over from programmer and taken care by IOC container. It's a reverse of regular process that is happening in core Java application. Reverse means inversion. That's why it is called as what? Inversion of control. And who is doing that work? Spring container. That's why Spring containers are called as what? IOC container. You go and search in the whole internet, guys. Everyone tell that this, except this point. Inversion means reverse of controller. In what way it is reversed, they don't explain. They use their English talent and they confuse us. But at least you got it. You understood it. That's why I have given the best example of real life. What is that? Normal loan, pre-approved loan. Difference is there or not there? Normal loan, pre-approved loan. Difference is there or not there? Yeah, pre-approved loan comes under IOC container or normal loan comes under? Which one comes under normal IOC container style, guys? Yeah. Okay, now listen. Why the Spring containers are called IOC containers? Popular interview question, guys. If I take interview, if my students take interview, they will definitely ask this question. There are 4-5 standard questions, guys, with respect to Spring Core module. When that question comes at the end of interview, you may ask to the student Are you the student of Natras, sir? You may ask to the interviewer at the end of the interview, are you the student of Natras, sir, or do you know Natras, sir? Because I'm there in this industry from last 10 to 15 years, I think 15 years plus. And my students are there almost every corner of world. You go to any software company and just shout, do you know Natras, sir? At least three hands will be raised. At least three hands will be raised. I'm telling one more statement. You go to North Pole and South Pole, also ask. At least one hand will be raised. Okay? So my students have become managers, directors, and some of them started startups. And one, two startups are competition to my startup also. Okay? But I will compete with them, don't worry. Because one, two students are still doing IoT business like me. Fine? Right. So everything is accepted, guys. Everything should be allowed because it's an open market. Anyone can do anything, right? See, sometimes what happens, for certain query, I will give 4 or 5 answers. And in the interview room, you relax it by giving 1, 2 answer. Sometimes interviewer only says, your faculty might have given 3, 4 answers. Why are you telling one answer or 2 answers? Such cases also there. Such cases also there, right? So whenever chance comes, try to use my classroom vocabulary a lot so that opposite interviewer is my student, he will recognize my vocabulary very, very easy. Because definitions, vocabulary, generally they will repeat, right? If changes also, certain words will come again and again. So based on that, definitely they can recognize, boss, no doubt in that. So for example, why Spring containers are called IOC container? You explained by comparing with core Java. Definitely opposite person realizes, okay, this guy also learned from the same person where I gained the knowledge. So definitely that apnapan feeling will come, right? Yes or no, na? But he won't help you if you are not good in subject. Because when you are, when you give the signal that you are my student, definitely expectations will be increased. Expectations will be increased. If you are near to that, they will push you. If you are not near to that, they never push you because they themselves know, okay, without subject, no one can survive in the industry. So that's why use that apnafan feeling for getting advantage when you have a subject. Otherwise, if you don't have subject, that will become disadvantage. But officially, you should not reveal, you should not reveal. But both knows there is a common man between both. Officially, you need not to reveal everything until he opens up. Because he is Ek Din Ka Sultan, right? On the day of interview, he is the Raja, right, boss? You cannot question him. Are you the student of so and so? Did you learn courses in Amirpet? Then his ego will be hurted because he might have told to entire company, I learned on my own. I did lot of R&D because they show gap as experience, boss. When they show gap as experience, they always say they gain knowledge in previous projects. I'm not blaming them. They have to do like that. Because when they show gap as experience, they should not take the word training institute, Amirpet, Naresh Technology, Natrasa, this kind of terminologies. They should always say, I worked for that company, that locality, that city, this city. Yes or no, na? Super. Because once they become personally close, they will reveal. But in professional discussion, professional meeting, they always maintain that professionalism. No doubt in that. Okay, guys. Now tell me, can I go for right answer for this? Yeah. In core Java application, loading of class, object creation, object management, object uh, object destruction, and etc. operations will be performed by the programmer programmer manually. That means control on all these operations with the programmer. Right, guys? Yeah, tell. In Spring Boot applications, the above said operations, what guys? Above said operations will be taken care by Spring container. If we present the class to Spring container as Spring Bean. It will take care for every class or only for Spring Bean? Not for every class, only for Spring Bean. How do you tell it is a Spring Bean or normal class? Through XML or annotation. What is good? XML is good or annotation is good? Remember these things. These things reflect exactly in the coding. All of a sudden, I open XML, I'll write some statement. That time you should not ask why XML here, sir. All of a sudden, I will add one annotation saying that this is required to make Java class as Spring Bean. You should not ask why are you writing annotation here, sir? Because I already prepared background here, right? Inputs and configuration to IOC container will be given through XML or annotation. Which is latest and best? Which is latest and best? Okay, we present to if we present that class, class to Spring container as Spring Bean, that means all the operations control is taken from the programmer by IOC container. IOC container. IOC container. That means IOC container is reversing the reversing the control of the programmer. Nothing but performing inversion of control. So inversion of control. So the Spring containers are called IOC container. I think you are very much convinced with this answer. Sir, I have a question. Is Spring Bean Factory container alternate to Servlet container? Is Spring Application Context container is alternate to JSP container? No. Spring containers are no way alternate to Servlet JSP container. If needed, in Servlet container, Servlet component executes na. There also I can create a Spring container. In JSP container, JSP component executes na boss. There also I can take Spring container. So that's why IOC containers not the replacement for Servlet JSP container. Why? Because Spring Bean is not a Servlet. Na? If Spring Bean is a Servlet, I would have told, forget about Servlet JSP container, use what? IOC container. But what I said, Servlet container means a Servlet lifecycle. Servlet means class implementing Servlet interface. To make Java class as Spring Bean, is there any rule of implementing servlet interface? Any class can become Spring Bean. Do you think any class lifecycle will be managed by servlet container? It can manage only servlet component lifecycle, right? Whereas Spring Container can manage what? Spring Bean, normal class, any Java class, right? So that's why IOC containers are not replacement or alternate for what? Servlet JSP containers. Is that clear, guys? They are given for different purpose. They are given for different purpose. If you are thinking so, please come out of that. That's a point number one to consider. Point number two, IOC containers are lightweight containers. Why, sir? To work with IOC container, we need not to install heavyweight web server, application server softwares like WebLogic, Tomcat, etc., etc. In any Java application that is running in standalone environment or running by deploying in the server like web application or what, distributed application, by creating object for one or other predefined class, we can keep IOC container ready. One line with new operator, IOC container ready. Don't you think it's lightweight? How easily you are creating date class object. Date D is equal to new data. That much easily you can create what? IOC container. That's the reason Spring containers are called lightweight containers. TV is lightweight device or phone is lightweight device. You can keep in the pocket, you can go anywhere, right? See, I can create Spring container, class with main method inside the main method. XML bean factory is equal to new XML bean factory container ready. Really, sir? Yes. Annotation config application context is equal to new annotation config application context ready. Which container? Application context container. That means basic JVM is enough. The JVM may be there directly or indirectly. IOC container can be created or not. So that's why you can integrate Spring utilization in a standalone application, web application, distributed application, X application, Y application. Wherever Java is there, there Spring can be there because Spring containers can be created just like that as a lightweight containers. Just like that, like what? Lightweight containers. Easy, boss. Super. This is one more point. What is the point I should give? Okay, once answer is over, let me put small dash. Subject is interesting or boring? These many days you might have felt concept learning is a bit boring, but am I boring you? If you don't enjoy concept, you don't enjoy coding. Listen what I am telling seriously. Each word important, it reflects in the coding. These many days you hated coding because you never concentrated on the concept and you separated concept and program. That's why you never enjoyed coding, boss. Now you focus on concept. Definitely these things reflects in the coding and you will enjoy each line. So I should blame our basic education system, guys. Okay, they teach C program on the blackboard. Okay, he will write 10 errors and you will note down with 20 errors. After typing in the lab, 30 errors will come. One more 30 errors. I hate programming. This is what happened now. But in colleges also, we have this kind of environment. Live concept delivery, live coding, live error rectification, live improvisation. Definitely would have felt love in program. At least some colleges happening or not happening. Still same mode, blackboard. Their faculty writes full stop, you will take comma. Yes or no? Then after 3 days you go to lab, not same day also. Aisa? After 3 days lab means gone, everything gone. So problem with your, see, some people hates programming because they did not enjoy during their graduation period. So that's why at least your juniors tell one thing. Happened is happened in the graduation stage, boss. Before they decide programming job or non-programming job, ask them to take C language course for 30 days, not for entire course also. 30 days. In these 30 days, if he enjoy, ask him to stick with the programming job only. Because in programming job, money is more, jobs are more, promotions are good, salary hikes are good, foreign trips are more, and social identity is more, respect in the company is. And moreover, if you stick one good language like Java, JavaScript, Python kind of thing, okay, na? And a lifetime you can enjoy with that single one. One vertical only. I'm not saying take all the three vertical. Suppose person like me stick it with Java, right? And it will settle your life. That's it. But if you take a non-programming job, today Power BI, tomorrow Motor BI will come. Yes or no? Na? Today Selenium testing tool, tomorrow Motanium will come. So tools will go off from the market every 6 months to 8 months. Projects are less. Companies using tools are less. Power BI, see, earlier Power BI, now Power BI is doing well. Before that, Salesforce. Before that, some other tool. Every 2, 3 months, things will change. And companies are less. Jobs are less. People will cry like anything. Stick with programming jobs. If you apply for one job, you will get 100 calls. And there were days, if you are a senior Java programmer, software engineer in Java, they used to arrange a cab to come to interview. Should I send cab to you, sir, for giving interview? If you say, I'm not comfortable, why don't you take telephonic round? They will conduct telephonic. Big and demand. But one mistake people do, based on the C language they learn in the engineering, they come to one conclusion. I hate programming, especially 33%. Basically, they themselves feel programming means boys thing. Girls are not for programming. We are just good in SQL queries. Come out of that. Come out of that. In software industry, in fact, in any industry, that gender bias is not there. But I know psychologically you are bit down towards logical thinking and programming. But you have to come out of it. Yes, na boss? Super. Okay, let's come back, guys. What's the point I want to give here? The point that I would like to give here is Spring's IOC containers are, what happened? Why it is not happening? Windows 11 paint is very bad, guys. Spring's IOC containers are not alternate for what, guys? Alternate for servlet container and JSP. And JSP container. We can use both together. We can use all together in a single Java application, in a single Java project. If needed, we can use all things together, guys, right? Okay. What's the next point, guys? IOC containers are lightweight containers, folks. Lightweight containers because they can be created just like that. They can be created just like that in any Java, any type of Java application by instantiating. What do you mean by instantiating, guys? Okay, instantiating the Spring API supplied. What, guys? Supplied predefined class. Predefined class. Okay. See, guys, example one. XML bean factory. Factory is equal to new XML bean fact. Some parameters are to pass XML file. So, example two. Annotation config. Application context. CTX is equal to, come on guys, new annotation config, application context. Here also some para. Yeah, what is this, guys? Use bean factory container, right? See, boss, how easy it is, right? What it gives, guys? Use application context gives bean factory container, and other side what, guys? Gives application context container. Is that clear, my dear? So this much easily we can create IOC container. I hope you understood, guys. So now I have a question. Final question of the day or final topic. Another 10-15 minutes is required. Sir, in core Java level, we never read about container servers. When I moved to advanced Java, servers came into picture, containers came into picture. Why, sir? Core Java level, we developed what? Standalone application. Advanced Java framework level, we are developing what, guys? Web application, distributed application, nothing but enterprise applications. Yes, na, boss? Okay, now tell me, standalone application means specific to one computer, will be operated by one user at a time. Is there any need of automation there? Is there any need of automation which will be operated by one user at a time and specific to one computer? Is there any hangama, hurry burriness towards utilizing the application? Single user, na? When you want, he comes and starts the application. When you don't want, he will stops the application, right? Yes. Few objects only will be there. That's why he manually creates the object. He manually keeps the objects ready for garbage collection. Right, boss? But using advanced Java framework, what we are going to develop? Web application, distributed application. Tell me, this web application, distributed application is developed to give services to one user or lots of users? One client or lots of clients? Same location client or different location client? This one client will give one request at lots of requests. These clients will give request 9 to 5 or 24/7. These clients will give request only on weekdays or weekends also. These clients will give request on only on what? Working days or holidays also. These clients make you request on 31st December midnight 12 o'clock or not. And what their world is busy in celebrations, right or no, boss? In that situation, if I say, I will start application manually, I will create each object manually, I will manage each object manually, I will destroy each object manually, is it going to work out, guys? We need a softwares or special software who do all these things in automated environment. Who starts the application automatically? Who creates the objects automatically? Who manages the objects automatically? Who takes the request automatically? Who processes the request automatically? Who delivers the response automatically without any human intervention? Yes or no? Na? That automation is possible through servers and containers. That's the reason. Are we going to run web application, distribute application independently like core Java application from command prompt? No, we keep them in servers. Inside the server, containers will be there. So they will automate whole application process or not, guys. So that is the one reason why we go for containers and servers when it comes to web applications and distributed application. Convinced? Because using advanced Java framework, our target is developing web application and distributed application for whom so many client continuous requests 24/7 access is required. Manual execution is not going to work out, guys. That's why we take the support of servers and containers. I think you know what is server, what is container, but did you ever seen this angle, boss? That's why still some people ask me question. You developed servlet, why are you not running servlet from command prompt, sir? After developing servlet class, they expect it should be run from what? Command. Why we are not running? At least you got an idea. Moreover, they will argue. Sir, core Java level, Java C file name dot Java command prompt, Java file name or class name, output K. Servlet is also class, compiled from command prompt. Why are you not executing from command prompt? Muddy fellow, it is a web component, right? It's a part of web application. And web application is not for single user, single computer, Rabab. Actually, you have to apply the common sense. I'll apply one real life example for this, then you will get idea, complete idea, boss. You have a big house. In front of house, big open area is there. Your mother on desire as a like what is that passion? She started feeding 1 2 chicken birds. She started feeding 1 2 chicken birds. So daily as an activity, she is taking care of them, feeding food, collecting eggs, washing them. This is one ad. One fine day, your family decided to start poultry farm, having 2,000 birds, guys. Will you ask workers to do all the activities manually? Collecting eggs manually, feeding birds manually, washing them manually, supplying water to them manually. Is it going to work out, guys? Anyone shows interest to work with us? So that time, we need a shelter. In that one, automated machines are required. One switch on, they should be washed. The bird should be clean. Another switch on, all eggs should be collected. Another switch on, water should be supplied to them. Another switch on, feed should be supplied. Then only we can manage what? 2,000, 3,000 birds, guys. Otherwise, we cannot really manage them, right, boss? Similarly, standalone application is operated by how many users? Specific to how many computers? Is there any need of automation? Web application, distributed application, so many clients, so many requests, 24/7 access is required towards creating object, towards starting application, towards taking the request, processing request, everything should be automated or not. For that one, servers and containers are required or not required. Same thing, guys. One more real life example. In your home, daily your mother prepares roti at the night for health reasons. Okay. 3 members are there. 3 into 2, 6 rotis. 6 rotis na manually she will do. But your family decided to start one PG, one hostel kind of thing, in which 200 members are there. And daily night they want to take roti. Tell me, guys, each person 3 rotis, 200 into 3, how many rotis? 600 roti. You will ask your family member or worker to prepare 600 roti daily? Huh? Will they work for our hostel? Mothers gives resignation to mother post. If you force the mother to prepare 600 routines, right? My kids, my husband, later emotion. This emotion is big. I cannot do, right, boss? Then we will try to purchase roti maker, na boss, to automate the whole process, right? That is the reason in advanced topics we take the support of what? Servers and pipelines. I hope this is registered in the brain. Right. So today not only I introduced container, I explained what is Spring Bean, and at the end I have given final tag. Why no containers in Core Java? Why containers are came into picture from advanced Java and framework style. So all clarity is coming, cluster clear clarity is coming. So this is good, sir, when coding starts. That's a wrong question to ask for me. When it comes, it will come. I take time to launch the first application. I prepare a lot of background before getting into first application. I think those who have attended my previous batches, they might be aware. I take minimum 8 to 9 sessions to get into coding because I want you people to have clarity on the terminology. I don't want to see my student using terminologies just like that. Servlet is a framework, JSP is a technology, Core Java is a framework. I want to see people using with clarity. What is tool, what is technology, what is framework, what is programming language. You should use them with clarity without any confusion. And you should not say, my faculty said that's why I'm also using. No, no. When you are saying something, you should defend your statement, right? So now you are able to defend. Java is a programming language. Okay, advanced Java is full of technologies. Super, guys. Old concepts also clearing a cleaning, worst fellow. He's written old concepts also cleaning, sir. From the brain, huh? Okay, fine. I understood his intention. Okay, tell me. Standalone applications are. See, guys, I am preparing notes in front of you. Sometimes I try to use previous batch notes also to save the time. But everything is prepared by me. And when you are reading notes, are you not feeling, okay, simple English is there? And when you are reading notes, are you not getting feeling, one more time I am standing and speaking in front of you? Are you reading the notes? Getting benefit from notes or not getting benefit? Really enjoying reading notes? Super. Okay. Standalone applications are specific to one user and will be operated specific to one computer and will be operated by one user at a time. Right, guys? One user at a time. So we don't need any special software performing the automation because the single user can start and stop the application manually. Can start and stop the application manually. All Core Java applications, boss. Yeah, tell me, guys. Advanced Java framework based web applications and distributed applications will be operated by lots of local and remote clients. Arey, don't read from Facebook group, download and read, naina. Mahanubhava, Mahan Purush, download and open in the paint. And don't open in the mobile device. Try to download, open in the laptop, right? And sir, I will take printout, sir. I am habituated reading hard copies. Okay, don't waste your time and energy for that. Okay, your focus more on coding, not on what? Theory reading. Okay. So don't waste your energy taking printout, making PDF. Read once, spend more time in laptop practicals. Don't waste time on what? A rough copy, main copy, spiral binding, all this stuff. Not required. Please. Not able to copy video link from WebEx. Huh? Okay. Are I already given where? Okay. I think talk to admin. Admin will send in WhatsApp. Uh, Lots of local and remote clients. Clients. Tell me, guys. Okay, clients. By giving simultaneous request. What, guys? Simultaneous request. For this, manual execution is not going to work out. Right now, boss. Manual execution of applications or components is not going to work out. To solve this problem, we keep our we keep the web applications, comma, what, guys? Distributed applications in what, guys? Servers and containers, right, guys? Servers and containers who actually automates the whole process of taking requests, executing the components, gathering the results, and sending the results back to clients. So we need servers and containers support. Servers and containers support in the execution of web applications and distributed applications. I think this has come perfectly here. Convinced? Yeah, tell me, what are the examples for that, guys? Okay, what are the examples for that? Advanced Java, Servlet JSP applications running in Tomcat server. Server JSP web application running in Tomcat server, right? Spring or Spring Boot, MVC web applications running in Tomcat server, right? Spring or Spring Boot REST application, REST distributed applications running in Tomcat server. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Spring Beans executing in the IOC containers. IOC containers, right, boss? Okay. Servers like Tomcat Servers like Tomcat. View built-in servlet container and JSP container. I hope you convinced with this. Tell me, running in Tomcat server, I said, internally, servlet container and JSP containers are executing. Running in Tomcat server, running. Wherever Tomcat is there, indirectly servlet and JSP container is executing or not, boss? Super. So this is what we discussed in today's class. Let me summarize what we discussed. First, we started with container. Next, we started with Spring Bean. Then we understood Spring containers are different from Servlet JSP container. Later, we understood why Spring containers are called IOC container. We got the perfect meaning of IOC, inversion of control. Later, we understood why core Java level containers and servers are not there. Why advanced Java level we have what? Containers and even framework level also we have containers. Okay. So let it be, boss. Let me upload the notes. Where? Same old Facebook group. Yeah, I think by Monday or Tuesday they will change the link. You will get the Google Drive. Till that time you manage with the Facebook group. Here is my Spring. Acha, listen. Placement batch students. You don't have luxury of attending online classes. For you, it is must and should to attend offline class. If you miss this, your attendance not there in the classroom, it may affect towards your placement program. Let me warn you that this is official message I got from the admin people. Placement batch student, you don't have a luxury of attending these classes as online classes. You compulsory must and should attend as offline class. Your attendance also matters towards placement. You are attending online, but attendance is not there. That is equal to not having attendance. Then they will think that, Are you have not done course properly, so we don't place you. Wait for next batch. So don't bring that situation because of your laziness. I know lots of people will stay nearby PGs only. They get up lately, they feel lazy. Okay, let's attend online. That too, they will attend through mobile. So once you compromise towards taking path of brushing teeth, there onwards, every compromise begins, guys, and that reflects everywhere. When you get up early in the morning, you have work, you don't have work. You want to sleep that day. First, take a cold shower, and the day begins very nicely. Cold shower, not hot shower, also. Early morning, cold shower. Work is there, not work is there. You need to, there is no need of going out. Holiday, but still you take cold shower. Your day will be in utilization. Otherwise, drowsy, 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 later lazy, lazy, lazy. I am implementing it and I want you people to implement it. Barish I, sir. Okay. Then why are you going to ice cream parlor when raining, ra? Huh? Why are you going to ice cream parlor when raining? Dirty fellow. (1102) introduction. Let me save the document first. Where is my document? Here is the document. Yes, I saved the document. Here, what is there? 24th is today. Yeah. Monday. Next class will be on Monday. But I said I will give some videos, right? How to give video, boss? Now we are not there. Okay. Where is this? Oh, this is common topic. Java annotation fundamentals. Nice videos, guys. Very nice. I'm pasting for online students. Please collect. I'm pasting for online student. Please collect. and I'm creating a post in how to implement these things while coding in the Eclipse or anything else. Sir, wait, I will launch coding, boss. I'll wait for some time. Everything will be introduced. Where is the place to post to the guys? Write something. No question of bolding it. No text tool, guys. No text tool. Control B. Not there, it seems. Okay, let it be. Okay. I already pasted a worst fellow. Vamshi, I already pasted. Just to scroll up the video. Yeah. 2.7 experience. Can I match level of experience with this class? After attending this batch, you can do 4 to 5 years gap as experience. But for you, I also recommend to join in Java real-time project batch. Why? Here our focus is only on Spring Boot and microservice. But companies are expecting full stack programmers, right? So I will be taking one real project which I developed in the company, and I will be doing live coding in front of you, that too in a full stack environment, covering all the 6 domains in one project. So the people who are planning to show gap as experience along with this course, they should also think about Java real-time project batch. Then you will get full benefit. Fresher, this course is more than sufficient. No, sir, I want to be unique fresher. You also come for Java real-time project batch. Thank you, guys. Can you join this batch and that batch parallelly? You can join because first 1.5 month in that batch, I will be teaching only tools only. If you have a core Java, advanced Java knowledge, you can do this course and that course parallelly. Becomes a bit heavy, but you have to do hard work. If you are ready to hard work, then only come. Thank you. What is placement batch? Huh? Okay, I'm not a counselor, boss. Please call Naresh IT front office. Online students, I request everyone, please ask only technical queries to me. Sir, I am placement batch student. Am I eligible to attend testing tools class? Sorry, boss, I don't know. I'm a full stack batch. I really don't know what programs Naresh IT offering. I prepared syllabus, hand over to management. They said, go ahead. I'm coming and conducting the classes. What, how much money you paid, you belongs to which program, I really don't know. So please ask such queries to your admin, and only technical queries you please post in front of me. Don't bring any commercial discussion in front of me. I hate talking about them. Thank you. I'm a technical guy. Let me be in a technical domain. Thank you. Have a nice time, guys.